Your cat is across the room, sitting perfectly still, staring straight at you without blinking, and you have no idea what it means. Maybe it feels a little intense, maybe even a little creepy, but that silent, unblinking stare is one of the most meaningful things your cat will ever do, and almost every owner reads it completely wrong. Because your cat isn't zoning out. They're not plotting anything either. They're communicating. And the message behind that stare changes depending on what you do next. Once you learn to read it, you'll never see that look the same way again. Stay with me, because there's one specific kind of stare near the end that you should never ignore, and most owners miss it until it's too late. Let's start with what that gaze is really doing. 1. They're studying you like no one else ever will. So, why does your cat stare at you like they're trying to read your mind? Here's the truth. They kind of are. Most people think of staring as empty, just a cat being a cat, but your cat's eyes are working. In the wild, a cat survives by watching, reading tiny shifts in movement, posture, and mood before anything happens. And at some point, you became the most important thing in their world to watch. When your cat locks onto you, they're gathering information. How you move, when you get up, what your face does right before you reach for their food. Studies show cats can detect subtle changes in human behavior, body language, even scent. That stare is how they collect it. You are their favorite subject. And the longer they've lived with you, the better they've learned to read you. Sometimes better than the people in your own life can. They've memorized you, your habits, your rhythm, your quiet moods. And they did it all just by watching. 2. They're waiting for you to answer. Ever notice your cat staring, and the moment you finally look back, they slowly close their eyes? That's not them getting sleepy, that's the entire point of the stare. Researchers at the University of Sussex found that when owners slow blinked at their cats, the cats were far more likely to slow blink back and even move closer. In cat language, a slow blink is the closest thing they have to the words, "I love you." So when your cat stares and waits, they're holding the door open for that exchange. They're asking for a reply. Here's what to do. The next time you catch that unblinking gaze, don't look away. Meet their eyes, let your eyelids fall slowly, gently, then open them again. If they blink back, you just spoke their language. You just told your cat, in the only way they truly understand, that they're safe with you. No treat, no toy, no words needed. Just your eyes, quietly answering theirs. And hey, if this is already making you look at your cat differently, do me a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It's the best way to help us reach more cat people who actually want to understand what their cats are really saying. 3. They've appointed themselves your guard. Sometimes the stare isn't soft at all. It's fixed, alert, locked onto you from across the room like you're being watched over. Don't take that the wrong way. Even the most pampered house cat still carries the wiring of a predator, and predators keep watch. When your cat sits and stares while you cook, work, or scroll your phone, part of them is standing guard. In wild colonies, cats take turns keeping an eye on the group while the others rest. Your cat hasn't forgotten that ancient code. Watch where they sit when they stare. If they're facing the door, the window, the hallway, they've quietly placed themselves between you and whatever might come through it. To them, you're not just a human, you're theirs. And something deep in their instinct says, "I'll keep watch." They know they're small, they don't care. In their mind, they've taken a post, and you're the one they've decided is worth protecting. 4. They're asking for something and waiting for you to catch on. Here's one most owners get wrong every single day. Sometimes your cat stares simply because they want something, and they've learned that staring works. Cats are far more strategic than we give them credit for. The first time your cat sat and stared and you got up and filled their bowl, or opened the door, or reached down to pet them, they learned something powerful. This works on my human. So that unblinking look near dinner time, by the door, or beside an empty water bowl isn't random. It's a request. It's your cat saying, "You know what I need, and I'm waiting." And the fact that they chose to ask you, instead of just walking away and figuring it out alone, is its own quiet compliment. You're not their servant. You're the one they trust to understand them. 5. It's a kind of trust most people never earn. Here's what makes all of this so easy to miss. In the cat world, holding eye contact is risky. Between two cats, an unbroken stare can be a challenge, even a threat. Eyes locked means guard up. So think about what it really means when your cat chooses to sit and gaze at you, relaxed, soft, completely unbothered. They're breaking one of their own oldest rules. They're telling you they don't see you as a threat at all. They feel safe enough to let their eyes rest on you and simply stay there. That's not a small thing. That's a cat deciding on the deepest instinctive level that you are family. The same eyes that would narrow at a stranger stay open and easy with you. Being watched by your cat like that isn't them being strange, it's them being close. 6. The one stare you should never ignore. Now, this is the part I promised you at the very beginning, because not every stare is about love or trust, and knowing the difference matters. If your cat's stare suddenly changes character, if it becomes glassy, vacant, fixed on a wall or on nothing at all, paired with a stiff body, wide dilated pupils, or a strange stillness that just doesn't feel like your cat, pay attention. Cats instinctively hide pain and confusion. A blank, prolonged stare into empty space, especially in an older cat, can signal discomfort, disorientation, or a medical issue they have no other way to tell you about. You already know your cat's normal gaze, the soft one, the waiting one, the watching one. If the staring feels off, if it comes alongside changes in eating, hiding, or behavior, don't brush it away. A quick vet visit is always worth it, because your cat can't say the words out loud. The stare is how they're trying. And you noticing could be the thing that helps them in time. So the next time your cat locks eyes with you and doesn't blink, you'll finally know what you're looking at. It might be them studying you. It might be a silent "I love you" waiting for a reply. It might be them standing guard, or asking for something, or simply trusting you more than you ever realized. That stare was never nothing. It was never empty, and it was never random. It was a conversation the whole time. And now you know how to answer. Look back, blink slowly, and watch what your cat does next. That quiet moment might just be the closest thing to a real conversation the two of you have ever had.